I met Fiona Mirembe at her law firm in Naguru, Kampala. At the time of my visit, she was signing forms from the Electoral Commission for collection of signatures from the 2/3 of the districts in Uganda to enable her run for the presidency. At 32 years and with no experience in politics, Mirembe wants to change the moral fabric of the country.
And for me, I believe it flows from the head. If our leaders have a problem with morality, the entire society is going to the dogs. So basically, for me, that's where I am coming from. I am saying if I can be at the top and inspire character, integrity, and propriety, for me, I'll sleep a happy person.
39-year-old Nancy Kalembe also wants to challenge Yoweri Museveni for the presidency. Qualified in population studies and with experience in journalism, Nancy fronts transforming agriculture, health and education as her main campaign issues.
And when you talk to the people who are in employment, they're crying about the taxes. The Ugandans who are enterprising are crying about very difficult circumstances in which they have to do their businesses, the taxation, access to finance. And it is difficult to watch some of these things.
Brenda Katushemereire, who calls herself a Pan-Africanist, says youth unemployment is among the many issues that forced her into politics. She's also 32 years old.
We need to look at employment of our youth especially. We need to look at agriculture that we call the backbone of Uganda. This is what we've been taught in school. It's the backbone of Uganda, but how? Do you see it being a backbone of Uganda really? With the fluctuating prices? Do you see it being a backbone of Uganda when some people are still hungry in some places in the country?
If Katushemereire and Mirembe satisfy the requirements of the Electoral Commission, they will benefit from the constitutional amendment that lowered the age of those intending to run for president to below 35 years. With Uganda's politics, sometimes characterized by confrontations between security agencies and politicians, I sought to know how these women are prepared for such scenarios.
I'm going to say I am ready because I know what you know. So I assume you know what I know. I am ready for that because I know what is happening, and this is part of the problem we have to solve as Ugandans.
I offer Ugandans all my experience and I put it at their disposal. So, talking about tear gas and violence, that is not something that should come up in a discussion at a time such as this. Ugandans have too much to lose. If we were to have another civil war, it would be devastating.
Because even life itself, even in our domestic life, there is hostility all over. So I refuse to pay attention to the challenges that are ahead of me. I refuse. I don't even want to pay attention to that. What I am looking at is the end result. You know, what am I changing?
Other female aspirants are Maureen Chalia, who stood in 2016, and Elizabeth Lugude Katwe, who twice stood for Woman MP for Luwero District. Herbert Ziwa, NTV.